Hello, grade 11 students. Welcome back and a new English lesson. Our lesson today is Writing 10B, Part 2. Dear students, there are three objectives for our lesson today. 1. Communicate independently a personal response to real and fictional events. 2. Recognize and identify independently typical features at word, sentence, and text levels of a wide range of text types. 3. Organize, sequence, and develop ideas independently in longer and more complex texts. Dear students, before starting our lesson, now it's time to warm up. Dear students, look carefully at this picture. What does this picture show? Hmm, okay, it shows online shopping. Excellent. Dear students, welcome back. Now let's talk for some time about online shopping. Online shopping saves time, it saves efforts. Online shopping is easy to do at home. On the other hand, in online shopping, you can't feel the material. You can't check your right size. You even may fall a victim to internet hackers. Okay, let me ask you a question here. What do the first three elements represent? The first three elements represent, excellent, the advantages of online shopping. So what about the other three elements? They represent, fantastic. They represent the disadvantages of online shopping. Dear students, our lesson today will deal with the advantages and disadvantages of certain topics. Thank you. Dear students, we have talked about the advantages and disadvantages of online shopping as an example. In an advantages and disadvantages essay, you should clearly tell the reader that you are going to explore both sides of the argument. And now let's start our lesson. Please open Students' Books, page 153, exercise C. Dear students, please make sure that you are opening your Students' Books on page 153, exercise C. As you know, our topic today is writing an advantages and disadvantages essay. Here we come to exercise C. In exercise C, what you simply need to do is look at the diagram about writing introductions and then to do the activities that follow. Dear students, please I want you to watch and listen carefully to the following statements. 1. Broad general statement. The broad general statement is one or two attention-grabbing sentences. So, the function of the broad general statement is to attract the attention of the reader. It also broadly introduces the topic of discussion. Statement that identifies the problem or controversy. One or two sentences that identify the problem or controversy and narrow the focus. Thesis statement. Thesis statement is a sentence that tells your reader in clear, concise terms what you are going to discuss and how you are going to discuss it. Dear students, we are still on page 153, exercise C. Now look at the essay in activity B and identify the following: the broad general statement, the statement identifying the problem or controversy, and the thesis statement. Dear students, please take your time, pause the video for some time, go through what they say, try to identify the following statements. After that, move to the next slide in order to discuss the answers together. Dear students, now it's time to check the answers. Okay, let's start with the broad general statement. Broad general statement here talks about advertising as the main means of communication and how business owners use advertising in order to market a product or a certain service. The statement identifying the problem or controversy. It shows how people get affected by the advertisements and how they buy certain products and get involved in certain services. The thesis statement. Thesis statement: to develop a clear perspective on the issue, we must examine the advantages and disadvantages of advertisements for consumers. Dear students, we are still on page 153, exercise C. In this part of the exercise, what you simply need to do is to complete the paragraphs by writing a statement identifying the problem or controversy. Dear students, please take your time, pause the video for some time, write your statement identifying the problem or controversy. After that, play the video again in order to check your answers in the coming slides. Let's go. Dear students, now let's check the answers of the statement identifying the problem. Letter A. Who needs cash nowadays when with a swipe of a card or a quick trip to the bank, you can buy whatever you want on credit? So the suggested statement identifying the problem is, unsurprisingly, buying on credit is quite controversial, with opponents maintaining it is unwise and supporters arguing for its convenience. Letter B. Anybody who wants to get ahead in our society must gain knowledge through both academic studies and practical experience. The suggested statement identifying the problem or controversy is, however, juggling work and studies is no mean feat and has thus become the source of considerable debate. And now letter C. With shopping centers open all hours of the day and night, you can have access to what you want when you want it. The suggested statement identifying the problem or controversy is, but this 24-hour access comes at a price and has thus become increasingly controversial. Dear students, and now please open students' books on page 153, exercise D. Dear students, we are still in page 153, exercise D. Dear students, in exercise D, what you simply need to do is to read the writing task and underline the keywords and phrases. After that, you need to answer 3 questions. Let's read the writing task together. Buying things on the internet, from clothes to airline tickets, is becoming more and more popular. What are the advantages and disadvantages of online shopping for consumers? Support your arguments with examples. Then you need to answer 3 questions. 1. What is the topic of the essay? 2. What have you been requested to do? 3. What writing style should you use? Dear students, please pause the video for some time. Try to get your answers ready. Then move on to the next slides in order to check your answers. Let's go. Now, dear students, let's check the answers. Let's read the writing task and underline the keywords and phrases together. So, buying, yes. On the internet, excellent. Popular, fantastic. Of course, advantages and disadvantages. That's great. Aha, online shopping. And consumers. That's great. Dear students, and now let's check the answers of the three questions. Question number 1. What is the topic of the essay? Excellent. Online shopping. Number 2. What have you been requested to do? Fantastic. Write an essay discussing the advantages and disadvantages of online shopping. Number 3. What writing style should you use? Very good. Formal style, objective, or subject-oriented, or we can call it informative style. Thank you very much. Dear students, at the end of our lesson, thank you very much for watching. Till we meet again, wish you all the best. Thank you and goodbye.